Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our special ribbon cutting event at Oklahoma Children's Hospital OU Health. I'm Jennifer Schultz, the Senior Vice President of Marketing and Communications. Today we are pleased to be officially opening the Presti Clubhouse and Play area. Kicking things off today is John Hayes, President of Oklahoma Children's Hospital. John is going to come up and tell us about the Presti Clubhouse and Play area. Welcome, John.
Thank you, Shannon. Thank you, Jennifer, and good afternoon, everyone. It's certainly an exciting day here at Oklahoma Children's Hospital, and it's one that has been some time in the making. So thank you all for being here today. We're thrilled to be here with you as we celebrate this wonderful opening, but we want to extend a special welcome to our friends Sam and Shannon Presti, here to my right, as well as Mr. Roy Williams, President and CEO of the Greater Oklahoma City Chamber of Commerce. So thank you for being with us today. About 2 years ago, in the spring of 2019, Sam Presti, who all of you know as the Executive Director and the Executive Vice President and General Manager of the Oklahoma City Thunder, reached out to us regarding his desire, along with his wife Shannon, to do something really special, really meaningful for the hospital here, something that they wanted to give back to the state of Oklahoma, and not just to our patients and families, but to the state as a whole. So particularly to a state that had been so gracious and so generous to them over the past decade or more that they had lived here in the state with us. While most of us are aware of Sam's professional life and commitment to our community, it should also be noted that Shannon too has been heavily involved as she has worked with the local YMCA in furthering programs for the youth. They clearly have a keen interest in reaching the next generation, and we are deeply grateful for their combined commitment to Oklahoma's youth. So recognizing this desire to ensure that their gift had the maximum impact on the most number of children, we discussed numerous ideas, numerous approaches to something that would really have that positive impact on so many. After several months of discussion, we landed on a couple of different concepts or approaches with them, and in June of 2019, we announced that the Presti family would bring these ideas to life by donating $600,000 to the Oklahoma Children's Hospital. Now, a portion of this gift is supporting enhancements to 2 procedure rooms in the Jimmy Evers Center for Cancer and Blood Disorders in Children. These upgrades will provide a more soothing and comforting environment for some of our most fragile patients while they receive the vital care that they so desperately need. Our medical specialists at the Jimmy Evers Center here at Oklahoma Children's Hospital are highly specialized and the only physicians caring for pediatric cancer patients in the state. These compassionate healthcare providers care for our patients in a dedicated, family-friendly facility, and the improvements from this portion of their gift will certainly contribute to a more holistic healing environment. The Presti's generosity also allowed us to create this nurturing, interactive space here on the east side of Children's Hospital, transforming both indoor and outdoor areas for patients, siblings, and other guests during their time here with us. It was during one of Sam's first visits here to the hospital that he noticed one of our young outpatient rehab patients working with one of our physical therapists while riding a tricycle around the hospital hallways. Seeing this prompted the idea of whether or not we could incorporate a play space that included therapy modalities, but also be a shared space for other children to have fun and enjoy their time while at the hospital. Our design team from Miles Associates, together with our rehab services, worked hard to accomplish just that. An area that is not only for fun, but for therapeutic needs as well. Today, we officially opened this area, which has been named the Presti Clubhouse and Play area. Sam and Shannon are clearly engaged supporters of our mission here at Oklahoma Children's Hospital, and their efforts to determine how they could most effectively make a positive difference for our patients and their families are clearly evident here today. We are moved by their generosity. At Oklahoma Children's Hospital, our highest priority is to provide quality, patient, and family-centered care and to improve the lives of children throughout the state, the region, and beyond. The Presti family's gift helps us make every patient and family's hospital stay as comfortable as possible, thereby improving their recovery in the healing process. Thank you, Sam and Shannon.
Thank you, John. Next up, we have Dr. Morris Gesseroon. Dr. Gesseroon is the chair of the Department of Pediatrics at the OU College of Medicine. He will talk about what the Presti donation means to our patients and families. Dr. Gesseroon.
I did remember to take off my mask. Well, thank you, Jennifer. You know, throughout the country, we've seen that having places like the Presti Clubhouse and play area helps hospitalized children advance their recovery and healing process. And it's also helpful to their families, who often bear a tremendous burden in watching their children go through treatments with long stays in the hospital while battling illnesses or injuries. The Presti Clubhouse and play area includes an expanded lobby area with family-friendly seating areas and playscapes. Incorporating natural elements with play structures, these areas are highly appealing to children and their families. New and improved outdoor seating areas accommodating patients and families, but also they offer respite spaces for our staff to enjoy as well. The outdoor play area that you see us in includes playscapes that tie with the indoor space, a wagon trail, and the official Presti Clubhouse that you can see maybe over my shoulder. Built just for children, this space fosters imaginative play, and now with the warmer weather, an immediate opportunity for fun and fresh air. Future plans will capitalize on the versatility of the space as an additional venue for events and activities outside the Family Resource Center. So we are extremely grateful to the Prestis for their generosity and their contribution to helping Oklahoma's families get through extremely challenging times with their children. Jennifer?
Thank you, Dr. Gesseroon. Next up, I'm pleased to welcome Roy Williams, President and Chief Executive Officer of the Greater Oklahoma City Chamber. Roy took over his current role on January 1st, 2004, after serving as the Chamber's Executive Vice President of Economic Development since mid-2002. Today, he joins us to talk about the impact the Prestis have made on Oklahoma, specifically Oklahoma City, and what their support of Oklahoma Children's Hospital means to Oklahoma's children. Roy?
Thank you, Jennifer, and thank you guys. I really appreciate the honor of being here today and being a part of this. And as Oklahoma's only freestanding children's facility, hospital, we all know all of the impacts that has had on families, not here just in Oklahoma City, but across the whole state of Oklahoma, as well as our entire region of this part of the country. And knowing Sam, I'm not surprised at what he's doing here and that he would give his support for this hospital. As most all of you know, they are dedicated parents. They have son Nicholas and twin daughters Millie and Elise. And I know my experience in knowing Shannon, she was the teen leadership initiatives leader at the YMCA. And she has shown that in her drive, she is really committed to Oklahoma youth as well. And she's worked a lengthy time in that, well over a decade. And additionally, Sam established the Forward Thinking program, which has helped over 500 high school students in OKC. And I also know firsthand of Sam's involvement in a lot of other community organizations. The Presti's gift to the Oklahoma Children's Hospital, and specifically how it has been used to create the Presti Clubhouse and play area, doesn't just impact the patient, it certainly impacts the families of the patient as well. And we all know that kids need to be kids when their sibling or whether their brother or sister are going through these times here. So this is just a phenomenal respite for those kids. Their impact, the Presti's impact on Oklahoma City is truly just immeasurable. And so we look forward to a long-time relationship with them as valuable members of our community. And I was given a quote that was found that was attributed to Sam that pretty much sums up the purpose behind his family's philanthropic efforts. That quote is, quality of life, leaving something, contributing to something that can be lasting and is important to a community. So you are really walking the walk, Sam and Shannon. Thank you very much for this.
Thank you, Roy. We really appreciate hearing from you today. Now, before we get to the actual ribbon cutting, we are so pleased to have the Presti family here today, and we'd like to welcome them to the podium. Sam, I believe you're going to say a few words, so welcome Sam Presti.
Well, just a huge honor to be here today. Obviously, speaking for our family as a whole, my wife Shannon, we are so humbled to be just a part of this, and all the architects and John and Roy. Sorry, haven't done this in a while without a mask. So just extremely humbled to be a part of this. So many different people had a hand in putting this together. Obviously, everybody at the hospital had to bear the construction of it, and it took a long time to get done with the elements. But my wife and I just have been really, really grateful for a long time for everything that the city and the state have done for us. So we started thinking about what is a way for us to give back that can impact not just a small segment of people, but really everybody. And we really felt like one of the strongest things you can have in a community that's continuing to strive and grow is a great children's hospital. I think that's really a critical aspect to a strong community, and that's something that everyone in Oklahoma and Oklahoma City believes is important. And there's no telling who and when and how any of us could potentially be affected to walk through these doors. It doesn't matter where you're from, it doesn't matter what part of the state, it doesn't matter how old you are. And this is a way that we felt we could give back to a universe of people that have been supportive of us. And we're just grateful to be here with everybody. We hope this has a positive impact on the many people that are here to use it, not just the patients, but also their families as well. And we hope it's something that people can enjoy for a very, very long time. And I just want to end by saying I want to thank everybody on the front lines in the hospital and in the community that are battling through the current environment with COVID. We're clearly, going to continue to move through this as a community and take the proper measures. But just our heart goes out to everybody that's dealing with these adversities on a daily basis, and an unbelievable amount of respect and gratitude from everybody in the state that you're benefiting. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Sam. I know that for all of us here at Oklahoma Children's Hospital, your generosity, Sam and Shannon, is greatly appreciated. So, Oklahoma weather, it's a beautiful day. We're actually in the Presti Clubhouse right now. Who would have thought just a week ago? That makes it very special because we're going to be cutting a ribbon. So if we can all gather for the ribbon cutting, we'll do a countdown and cut the ribbon. All right. Excellent. Thank you, everyone, for coming. This concludes our ceremony. Thank you to all of our presenters today, and especially to the Presti family for their generous donation. We are so excited for our patients and families to begin using the Presti Clubhouse and Play area. Thank you again, all of you, for watching. Have a great afternoon.